All right, hey guys, I had a couple of questions from second hour and fifth hour. I'm going to address those right now. Hopefully get those out to you. Hopefully this can get loaded up into the YouTube in like the next 20 minutes or so, and hopefully you get these before you leave for the day today. So second hour was asking about, first off, the pretrial rights. Pretrial rights are going to be the things that are going to be given to you before there's a trial, pre-trial, right? So we're talking about you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to not have the police search you without a warrant. You have the right to an attorney. All those things that maybe the police interactions prior to you actually being in a courtroom and this is what's happening. So that would be pre-trial rights, okay? And so the big ones here are going to be the right to no self-incrimination, the right to counsel, the right to no searches and seizures. Those are the big three. And so, of course, you're going to want to have Gideon versus Wainwright as your big one there, and that's your court case. And then the other question was about what is protected speech. Protected speech is going to be what kind of speech is protected under the Constitution, and we've looked at several different ones here. We looked at things along the lines of hate speech is protected speech. We looked at symbolic speech. So that's our court case, Tinker versus Des Moines, right? That they weren't actually physically speaking something, but they were wearing the armbands, and so that counted. That would be protected speech. It is speech that is completely legal and allowable under the Constitution. Okay, that's what we're talking about with protected speech. So those would be the big ones there. That will be the court cases. I think that covers everything there. If not, email me back. I will get right back to you as soon as I can. Sorry. Fifth hour, the question was about redress of grievances. There's not a court case that we need to know for this one. So redress of grievances is basically, it's part of the Fifth Amendment, First Amendment, the five freedoms. So that's the five was in my head. So the five freedoms. So we've got freedom of speech, freedom of religion, etc. Redress of grievances is basically you have the right to disagree with the government, and not only do you have the right to disagree with your government, you have the right to show that disagreement. You have the right to tell them that you disagree with them. You have the right to do so through your vote, of course, but then also through protest, through letters, through your association. Maybe I'm going to join an interest group that's contrary to what the government is doing right now. So, for example, Roe versus Wade was overturned. If I was to be a part of a pro-choice group, it would be against what the current law is, and so I would have a right to do that and argue that maybe the government is doing things in a way that I don't want them to do. That's what redress of grievances is going to be. And so, not a ton that you're going to need to know for the AP exam. You need to know what it is. I think if you're that far, I think you're solid on that, and that is one of the five freedoms. If you think about the five freedoms and your index finger, you've got the right to freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, come here, and you've got the freedom of address your grievances. You can tell the government what you don't like about them, like that. But that's what I had from second hour and fifth hour. Keep sending things in if you have them. I really hope to be back tomorrow. Fever's gone from COVID. That's what's going on. And so Friday, everything popped on me. And so I'm hoping to be back tomorrow as long as I can keep the cough under control. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, do your best on a test, and we'll see you soon. All right, thanks guys. Bye-bye.